Hello everybody, my name is Smarty, short for Smarty Reads, and welcome back. Today I'm going to read Chapter 7 of Campfire, Mallory. It's called Buddy Check. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Share this video with your friends and family so they can watch me read as well. But also, if you'd like to email me or talk to me virtually, check the description box for my email. Other than that, let's begin. Buddy check. Camp Blue Lake words of wisdom. Everybody deserves a second chance. Sandy blows her whistle. Attention campers, she yells. A beach full of campers turns towards the lifeguard stand. Welcome to the Waterfront Day. To Waterfront Day, Sandy says through a giant megaphone. We've got lots of fun activities planned, but we need a few safety rules that everyone needs to follow. She reads from a clipboard. Safety rule number 1, no horseplay. I didn't know there were horses on the beach, says Max from behind me. A group of his friends start laughing. The name of their bunk is the Terrifying Tigers, but they should be called the Laughing Hyenas, because that's what they sound like. Sandy blows her whistle at them, and they stop laughing. She keeps reading. Safety rule number 2, no running on the dock. And safety rule number 3, stick with your buddy. Sandy gets a very serious waterfront director look on her face. If you don't, there'll be consequences. Newbies, just ask any old-timer what I'm talking about. When Sandy says that, the boys behind me groan, and so do the old campers in my bunk. Buddy checks are the worst, says Natalie. I look at Natalie over the top of my sunglasses. What's a buddy check? Nikki answers for her. When Sandy blows her whistle and yells buddy check, you have to find your buddy, hold hands, and raise your arms in the air. They do it to make sure no one is missing. I stick my toe in the sandy beach and dig a little hole with it. Are there really consequences? I ask. Natalie laughs and points to the boat shed. If you don't raise hands with your buddy at buddy check, you and your buddy have to wear one of those ugly old life jackets for the rest of the day. I look over at the boat shed. There's a row of faded orange life jackets hanging on the side of it. Yuck, I say. Totally yuck, says Nikki. Someone always ends up wearing them because they can't find their buddies. I look at Corinne, who's my bunkmate and my buddy. I definitely don't want to wear one of those orange life jackets all day. Let's stick together, I say. Corinne loops her arm through mine. We'll stick together like glue. I look at the life jackets, then I look at Corinne. Even though I'm not sure I want to be stuck together all day, it's better than wearing one of those old life jackets. Okay, everyone, says Sandy. Uncle Al has a list of stations and activities. Find out from him where your bunk is supposed to be and have fun. Everybody cheers. Winnie's bunk starts setting up towels and beach blankets. The younger kids splash into the water with their counselors. The Lucky Ducks head over to Uncle Al to see where they're supposed to go first. The Lucky Ducks and the Cool Cats are competing in the water rally. Uncle Al points us to the end of the dock. Even though we're competing against each other, I'm glad our bunk is doing something with the Cool Cats. Ever since I got to camp, I've barely seen Marianne. I run up to catch with Marianne and Taylor, who are halfway down the dock. When I do, Sandy blows her whistle. Mallory, no running on the dock. Mallory, wait up, Corinne calls after me. I slow down. I want to see my best friend, but I don't want to lose my buddy. When all of the Lucky Ducks and Cool Cats get to the end of the dock, I stick my arm through Marianne's. So, how do you like camp so far? I ask. It's great, says Marianne. How about you? I like parts of it, I tell her. But before I can tell about the parts I don't like, Corinne grabs me. Come on, Mallory, the relay's about to start. She pulls me over to where the rest of my bunk is standing on the dock. Annie, the swim counselor, tells us all to get ready. I watch as Taylor, Marianne, and the rest of the Cool Cats huddle together. Go, Cool Cats, they scream. The Lucky Ducks huddle too. Let's go, Lucky Ducks, we all scream. Even though I want to win the relay, part of me can't help wishing I was screaming the same thing as Marianne. Yeah, my bunk screams as we take turns jumping into the water and swimming across the roped-off area and back. Our screaming works. We beat the cool cats at the water rally. All 9-year-old boys and girls out to the diving dock for the crazy dive, Uncle Al announces when the water relay's over. That was so much fun, Corinne says as we walk to the diving dock. Boo-hoo, I hear Taylor say to Marianne. I can't believe the Lucky Ducks beat us. We're going to win the crazy dive, she says like a cheerleader. And then at the bottom, there's Mallory, Corinne, and Taylor, and somebody else. As I walk to the diving dock, I feel like I just swallowed a whole big mouthful of lake water. Not only are Marianne and I in different bunks, now we're competing against each other. This is not at all what I pictured camp would be like. All the 9-year-old girls and boys, including Joey's bunk, meet on the diving platform. Craziest dive wins the day. And then there's the counselor, and there's the people diving, announces Mike, the diving counselor. I watch his kids start flipping and flopping off the dock. Hey, Mallory, watch this, Joey laughs as he and the boys from his bunk belly flop into the lake. When it's the Lucky Ducks' turn, we quack and flap our arms like real ducks. When the cool cats go, they all purr and crawl down the dock, all fours like they're real cats. Cool cats win the crazy dive, Mike says after everyone has a turn. Cool cats all hug each other. We win, we win, we win, Taylor screams. Free swim, Sandy announces from the lifeguard stand. Free swim is a fun swim, Natalie says as we all jump into the lake. I agree with Natalie. Free swim will be fun. The Lucky Ducks and the Cool Cats swim together in the middle of the swim area. I can finally spend time with Marianne. I paddle over to where Marianne and Taylor are floating on their backs. Do you guys want to have a contest to see who can float on their backs the longest? I asked Taylor and Marianne. Sure, they say at the same time. We all start floating. I think I'm getting seasick, I say. I think I'm getting lake sick, says Marianne. We all start laughing and stop floating. Let's have a handstand contest, says Taylor. I start to dive underwater when I hear a whistle. Buddy check, Sandy announces through a microphone. Everyone around me starts scrambling around to find their buddy. Sets of hands go up in the air. I look for Corinne. She was right next to me when we started free swim, but now I can't see her. Sandy blows her whistle again. Find your buddy. I look at the dock on the beach. I still don't see my buddy. Corinne! I shout her name so she can hear me. Sets of hands hands continue going up all around me. Sandy blows her whistle one more time. Last call for buddy check. Sets of hands camper hands are all over the waterfront. There's only one hand that's not holding someone's, and that someone is me. And that hand is mine. Mallory, where's Corinne? Sandy calls out from the lifeguard stand. Even though the water's cold, I feel hot inside. I don't know where she is. Sandy blows her whistle 3 times, and counselors and everywhere spring into action, looking for Corinne and shouting her name. I call out her name too. She's supposed to be here for buddy check, and now everyone, including me, is trying to find her. I've got her. A counselor is walking down the hill towards the beach, holding Corinne's arm. I run over to the lifeguard stand. Sandy climbs down from her post. Her face is as white as her microphone. Corinne, where are you? She asks. I have to go to the bathroom, says Corinne. Sandy looks upset. Corinne, you're supposed to stay with your buddy. Sandy looks at me like she's upset too. Mallory, you should have gone with her. I didn't know Corinne was going to the bathroom, I tell Sandy. But Sandy shakes her head like that's not a good excuse. You girls are going to have to learn to work together, says Sandy. She walks towards the boat shed and takes 2 life jackets off of their hooks. And then there's Sandy, Mallory, and Corinne. She slips them over our heads. You both have to wear these to dinner. I hear giggling around us as Sandy straps the jackets around us. I can't believe someone in our bunk has to wear these, says Nikki. Natalie makes this is so embarrassing for our whole bunk face. Max walks by and shakes his head. Do me a favor and don't tell anyone we know each other, he mumbles. Corinne looks at me. Sorry, Mallory, I should have told you I was leaving. I nod my head like it's okay, but it's really not. Waterfront Day was supposed to be one of the best days at Camp Blue Lake, and it turned out to be the worst. All Corinne had to do was tell me that she had to go to the bathroom, and we wouldn't be wearing these stupid life jackets, and no one would be laughing at us. I think about Uncle Al's words of wisdom this morning. At breakfast, he said that everyone deserves a second chance. It felt like I've given Corinne Green lots of chances. I'm starting to wonder how many chances one girl needs. That's the end of that chapter. I'll see you next time when I read A Bad Day. Bye, everyone.